Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. Today we are back with another review, but not just any review. We are reviewing Ninjago. Ninja, come on, do the weekend whip. Just jump, whip around and spin. We're never gonna get another weekend whip remix after season 7, and that makes me sad. I am sad. I am very sad boy. And if you've been to my second channel, which you should go subscribe to, by the way, I posted a video being like, well, if you close your eyes, that's what almost seems like nothing changed at all. That's why I like compared the season 11 and season 1 picks. But whatever. Today we're talking about season 14. The new shorter season of Ninjago, because by God it will do everything. Because by God will this season do everything in its power to be short. Because like season 10 was originally the shortest season of Ninjago, being only 88 minutes long in total. But season 14 is like only 44 minutes long in total. That's like a double episode. What the heck? Well, like in this case it's a quadruple episode, but like what the fudge, man? Like, why? So yeah, season 14, the shortest season ever. So I'm here to give my thoughts on it and sort of give my, I want to say, theories or at least lead-ups as to what I think season 15 could have and what potential I think there could be for the show, or at least my idea of what season 15 will be. So for the first half of this video to be my review on season 14, the second half of the video will be my thought, or will be what my thoughts, or at least what my theories and predictions are for what season 15 will be about. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin the review. So season 14 follows the story of how Wu, Misaku, and Clutch Powers get kidnapped and they are taken to this island. This island is protected by the keepers of the amulet. The keepers of the amulet were given the job by the first Spinjitzu master himself to keep the amulet safe from this creature known as Wahira or Wajira, or however you pronounce it. And Wajira is said to rise someday and try to take this amulet from them. So the keepers now give sacrifices to this mysterious deity so that they keep the amulet away from her, and the ninja have to stop this mysterious deity before they get away with it. So overall, what do I think of this season? It's not a bad season, I would say. It's definitely one of Ninjago's weaker seasons, though I wouldn't classify it as a bad season. Definitely better than season 11, let me assure you. It is very short, so I don't feel like I'm in a position to say everything I want to about it, but I'll just go off the highlights. Let's start with the animation. I love it. The animation for this season is really good. You can tell that they're really pushing the boundaries with each season they do. Season 11 had crappy animation. Season 12 and 13 had really good animation. And it seems like this one's trying to push it a bit more. They are making the Lego characters more agile, more flexible. Like, instead of making them like Legos, it's as if they're making them more like plasticine, where they can do whatever they want with them, quick moves and such, which is completely fine, especially for a show about ninjas that do like martial arts and fighting and such. So I'm completely fine with them making the ninja less Lego, though now what would be the point of it being a Lego show, you know? So I'm fine with the animation. There was definitely one scene I liked in particular where like Lloyd is going to rescue his friends, so he's like jumping from tree to tree and then swinging around, and like the lightning striking in the background. That was really cool. I really wish you could have seen more of that. But otherwise, I don't think we had a lot of other fight scenes. The only other fight scene I think I can commend, or at the very least I would say that was really cool, is where Jay is being taken by quote-unquote Wahira or Wajira, and the other ninja have to go save him, and then they like use their different powers and such to like get to him. I really like that. The writing was okay. This was definitely a very funny season. Like, there were jokes being thrown around, and I also liked how they diverted the story every now and again. Like, the keepers of the stone are telling the ninja the story of their amulet, and then they're like, okay, now that you know about the amulet, you must stay here forever. You are our prisoners. And then Jay's like, why the hell did you tell us about the amulet? We didn't need to know. Or even later on, where the ninja tied up to posts, and I'm wondering, this is a wooden post. It's not like you have a fire ninja who could burn through this, and then Kai comes ahead and he's like, oh yeah, let me burn through this. And I'm like, okay, I'll give you a pass for that. Though I wonder why Jay's electrocuted. Like, you're the master of lightning, how are you being electrocuted? So it's a bit weird. So I do like the writing in this season, though we also have problems. The story itself, the story is cliche as hell, especially for Ninjago. The ninja all get summoned to an island because a family member has been captured or something like that. The ninja have to go rescue them, and When they're on this island, they're kidnapped by the natives, and through trials and tribulations, they finally get off this island and they learn something better about themselves. Hallelujah, let's all sing Kumbaya. It's a very beat for beat the same story. Hell, even Lloyd is the main character of this season. I know a lot of people would assume it's Jay because it's very lightning-centric, but Lloyd is on the cover box, and he is the guy who gets most screen time in this season, so it is Lloyd's season. And I have no problem with it being Lloyd's season, though he does hog a bit too much of the spotlight. Like, why can't they give Kai a solo season? Why does he have to share with people? I know, right? Like, come on, give Kai a solo season, Ninjago, please, please, he deserves it. Anyway, so with Lloyd, it was very much a Lloyd season, and it's even, and like, nothing rings more true than when he went to go save the ninja. Like, literally everyone else is captured by the keepers, and Lloyd is the one who has to go break them all out. And I'm like, this reminds me a lot of season 4, where Lloyd had to go and rescue the ninja after they were captured by chance. So there are definitely a lot of like old bells are being rung, and I'm like, I don't want Ninjago to get stale. Like, this is definitely a very beat for beat story, though the cliffhanger for season 15 does beg to differ. So what else did I not like aside from the overall story? Well, we have the villain. So turns out there was a surprise villain at the end of this season. Spoiler alert, it's Ronin, and I hate this reveal. You know how people hated the Ralph Boner reveal from WandaVision? Well, I personally found that fine. Here, it's the opposite problem. I hate Ronin being the surprise villain this season. Before, Ronin was a morally grey character. He didn't have a sense of right or wrong. He just did it because he would either get money from it or he would benefit from it in the end. Here, he's a villain just because he's the villain. Like, literally, they kind of set it up that Ronin was arresting criminals who escaped from Kryptarian prison, but then now it's revealed that he actually formed a gang with these criminals and that they're stealing from the keepers of the amulet. By the way, I feel so bad for these keepers. We don't even see them get their treasures at the end of the season. Like they're like, thank you for stopping Ronin, and then we don't see them get their treasures. They literally gave all their treasures and food to protect this amulet, and I feel so bad for them. Oh God, these poor keepers. Anyway, so Ronin like steals their stuff. And then he's like, okay, I guess they don't have any more stuff. And I'm like, okay. So the ninja have to fight him in the end. And then he's treated like a Scooby-Doo villain. Literally, once the ninja beat him, he's like, and I would have gone away with it too if it weren't for you stinking ninja. Or for you darn meddly ninja or things like that. And I'm like, why'd you have to go Scooby-Doo on us, Ronin? I don't know why they made him a villain. I don't even like his design. Like, his post-season 10 design just doesn't work for me. It doesn't look right. It doesn't sell right. Why was Ronin the villain? But if anything, Clutch Power should have been the villain. This is from my own point of view. I think it would have been perfect if Clutch was the villain, because in this universe, Clutch is a mean guy. He's kind of like an alcoholic dude who's always mean and will do whatever skeevy things to get what he wants. He's not like a villain per se. He's just a jerk, and it would have made sense that he would steal the amulet. Hell, he tries to steal the amulet twice in this season. It would have been so easy to make Clutch the villain. He could have manipulated Wu and Misaku to go to the island for him. Then he steals the amulet. But no, we had to keep him as the funny evil jerk guy. Let Ronin be the villain. Like, why? Another thing I wanted to point out about this season is by the way, before I point out my other thing, I just want to say that this video isn't mine. It's Tana Fishy's. I'll leave the link down in the description below. I'll also leave the link to Penguin Ninja, all that great stuff down there. Go check out Tana Fishy's channel, blah blah blah, all that great stuff. So another thing I want to point out is the pacing in this season. It is so bad. I know the season is only like 44 minutes total, but oh my God, we jump from point A to point B to point C so fast, and you're just, and it's not even the good kind of fast pacing. It's the bad kind where it's not written well. This season feels like where you have homework on a Sunday night and it's due Monday morning, and just kind of things like that. Like, the season didn't need to be 4 episodes long. You could have really made it longer and nothing would have changed. Like, why? Just why? So yeah, that was my problem with that. Let's talk about just why. Let's talk about the keepers of the amulet for a second. I really like them. I like the whole design. I like the designs. I like the purple lightning aesthetic they're going for. I even like Chief Mamatas. I thought he was gonna be some dumb chief leader, but he was actually pretty cool, and I love his voice actor. That deep voice, that got me. We are the protectors of the keepers of the store, whatever. Love that voice. And though I do have a small problem with them, and that is that they were specifically picked by the first Pinjitsu master to protect the amulet. This annoys me because of the dragons on these islands. I don't know what these dragons are called. Coconut dragons, island dragons, I really don't care. These dragons annoy me because Their mere existence breaks canon. As we know from the Ninjago universe, all dragons come from the first realm, or at least the realm of Oni and Dragon. And so, where the hell did these dragons come from? Their wings are literally leaves. They don't breathe any sort of element, and they're just dogs. They're basically just big dogs. So like, did the first Vegeta Master make them? I highly doubt that. Why the hell is Dragon on Island? It annoys me so much. So, yeah, overall, my thoughts on Season 14, if you want to call it Season 14, is that it's a fine season. It's not the worst season of Ninjago, though it is far from the best. It's definitely one of Ninjago's weaker seasons. Like, very bottom of the list tier. I would say, like, it's better than Season 11, but not 12 and 13. And if we compare it to Ninjago's other, like, lower stuff, I would say it's better than Season 1, maybe, but not as good as Season 7, or at the very least on the same level as Season 7. Depends on where I put Season 7. I'm like trying to remember where I put it. But that's where I would put this season. It's not a great season. I don't know what the hell they're doing with it. Like Season 13 was so good. And it's not like Ninjago doesn't know how to make a good season. They literally made Season 13. However, I do think they can come back from this. I honestly do think that Ninjago purposefully made a sort of mediocre season because they're preparing for a big one. They're preparing for a good season, a very big climactic season in which I think this is where they'll pull out all their cards and we will get a spectacular season. This is what, like, I honestly think that Ninjago made this bad season for the sole purpose of making a really good season down the line. What do I mean? Well, that means I'm going to have to talk about Season 15 for a bit. So, if you only came here for my Season 14 review, there you go. Out of 10, I would give it like, I don't know, maybe a 5, 6 around there. It's very average season. But let's talk about Season 15. I honestly think Season 15 will be the magnum opus for Ninjago. This will be the big thing that everyone is excited for. For one, there's a huge story going towards it. We know that it's going to be a sea season. We know that Nia is going to be the main character. And we know, most likely, the main villain will be Wajira or Wahira or whatever the fudge they're called. And Wajira is a sea serpent. So that's one thing. Okay. Another thing we know is that the ninja will be fighting in Ninjago, most likely. Because we do know from the description of Season 15, there will be an attack on Bog Tower. So that would be crazy. And I would also like to point out that most of the stuff here is kind of rumors, but some of it is confirmed. Like, again, it being near season and it being a sea season is confirmed, but taking place near Bog Towers, that's more of a rumor. And on top of that, my personal thought is that the ninja would most likely camp on the island and use the island as their headquarters while they dip into the sea every now and again. Again, highly doubt it because, again, they are going to be fighting Ninjago, so I don't know what that whole story is. Though I do think Season 15 does have the potential to be good. I think it's going to take all the story elements from Season 14 to make it better. What I think Season 14 was a bridge to Season 15. Season 14 is supposed to act as a bridge to Season 15, or at the very least, like, sort of give us everything we need to prepare going into Season 15, which is why I don't think it's as great as it should have been, because it's not what we came for. We came for Season 15, which kind of makes me annoyed because, like, why not just put this with Season 15? But it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts are on like, Season 15. I do think it could potentially be a better season if they write it better, if they make it as good as Season 13, if they sort of use Season 14 as the bridge like they've planned and sort of go ahead with that. I'm good for it. I'm all for it. Another thing I would like to point out as well is what's this? Is the Vengestone arc. The Vengestone arc is something that's bothering me for a bit, because I know they mentioned it in Season 13, but Season 14 seems to have completely diverted from that path. We are not doing the Vengestone arc thing anymore. So I kind of hope that even though Season 15 probably won't go this route, they do come back to it in Season 16 so they don't leave us waiting too long, because I think everyone was expecting the Vengestone arc to continue in Season 14, but that wasn't the case, and sadly I don't know if it will ever see the light of day again. Anyways, the road for Ninjago is very unclear. We're kind of on a rocky path right now. The good days are clearly gone. Even though Season 13 was the pick-me-up we all needed, oh, Ninjago's gotta go through a rough patch. Anyways, guys, that's my review of Ninjago Season 14 and my predictions for Season 15. What I hope to see. Let me know what you think down below. Did you think Season 14 was good? Did it blow your way? Are you excited for Season 15? Comment, like, subscribe, all that great stuff. Be sure to subscribe to this video, like if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so that you can see more of my videos, and remember, I will see you in another universe. Goodbye, my Rangers. cock, boogly. How could I forget? Yes, since I'm talking about Ninjago today, I might as well plug in my Wattpad account again. That's right. I have a Wattpad account, and so now on that account I write an Ninjago fan fiction, and I figured, well, since season 14 has come out, what better time than to plug in that account that now. So if you want to go read my Ninjago fan fiction, it's in the description below. Again, it's Wattpad, so expect some cringe here and there, but yeah, the story is ongoing as of now. I'm still writing the story, so if you follow me now, then you will get updates every now and again. I can't promise it'll be consistent, but yeah, follow me on Wattpad. Bye.